I think role is less important when you start out. Like, titles can be almost restrictive in the beginning stages, because then you bring on a person who thinks, all right, my only responsibility is finance. But in reality, when you first start out, every person on board has to wear so many different hats. You got to work as a unit, and you got to be pulling in the same direction. So what's going to be more important than the skill set is bringing someone on who believes just as strongly as you do in the mission and the vision. That's more important.
Chasing empty souls like some dead stock. It's worth it, though many feeling like they stock's dead. Many haven't picked a role, unlike Stockton, but hope the mailman leave them alone in their pocket. Most of jazz that many talk just only kill the mood. Saying sky's the limit, no wonder I'm only feeling blues. Futures in the air, but my future's in the airs at the same day. Time like I got.
It's like such a common narrative that I hear all the time, that you need the app first. I'm investing now, and I run an incubator similar to this and so forth, and like, so I come across early stage founders a lot. And like, one of the most common things I hear is like, okay, cool, listen, so I'm doing this thing, we're gonna build the platform. Oh, like, they get caught up on the platform as if it's the thing of value. When in reality, I know, because I lived it, that someone will pay you with a cheap business card and a fucking phone number on there, and you going on foot to as long as you like address the pain point. If people buy your shit and your experience is garbage and your UI is garbage, that's a great sign. In fact, I encourage your 1.0 to be clunky. Reid Hoffman from LinkedIn, he says, if your version 1.0 looks great, you launch too late. There's no need to be a perfectionist. We're not in this game to be perfectionists. You want to be a perfectionist, go be a fucking painter. We're entrepreneurs. Speed is important. Speed, momentum is important. So if I'm selling something to you later down the road, I'm gonna get you the quickest iteration that I can so that you can tell me, here's what I liked, here's what I didn't like. And then I incorporate that. So we go back to keeping the ears on the streets.
My future's in the airs at the same day. Time like I got future in the airs. Can't be built if you ain't broke first. Can't have value coming out if you don't know worth. And no way to find it, no way to buy it, no way to earn it. It's not by deed of merit, there's no way that we deserve it. But it flows into the purpose that I'm anchored in. I see no competition, but still you know I play to win, and that sets me up.
I think that in the beginning stages of running a company, unless like the in-house team happens to have a finance person, that's probably not going to be your first most important recruit. So you as a CEO, you are the quintessential salesperson. The CEO, their job really is to be the vision keeper. You have to convince customers to believe in you, people to join you, suppliers to mess with you, people to supply content. You know, like, you have to convince the whole ecosystem, like you have to bring them into your center of gravity. That's hard to do. So it's okay to be in a space that you don't know, but you gotta surround yourself around people that know the space. So right now you're running the risk, and maybe you fucking have ridiculous beginner's luck and like you nail it and you know, it takes off, and I hope that happens to you. More commonly, like more often than not, what will happen is you're gonna see that the majority of the features that you built are not being used. And then there are gonna be 2 or 3 features that are highly used, if you're lucky. Yeah. And then you're gonna wish that you didn't spend the extra time building that shit that you don't need anyway, because you're gonna have to strip it from the product. Are you in-house tech?
Yeah.
Okay, so you have that advantage. At least you're not paying someone to build it out. But, and like, it's okay to focus on the tech, like, and you have it in-house, and that's great. Like, the problem I spotted immediately was he's drawing, I don't know where, you're drawing your thing out of thin air, your intuition. And like, I love that, and I encourage that, and I encouraged it downstairs when I did the talk, like, to trust your intuition, and I still believe firmly in that. But there was a part that I missed, and that is, you gotta validate it quickly. If you have a hypothesis, what's the fastest way that you can prove that?
The harder way before I had a penny to my name, penny to my name, penny to my name. Max that on my ears now, flyered in the plane, flyered in the plane, flyered in the plane. chose the harder way before I had a penny to my name. Penny to my name, penny to my name. So my worth.